All right, big day today. Where is he? There he is. There's Gavin. Wanted to show you also that big pile of dirt that the sun's just annihilating right now. Got some topsoil delivered, 4 yards you say?
Yep.
4 yards of topsoil, and most of that's primarily gonna go right in this area of the yard right here. It's a nice dip going on, and I've talked about this in the videos that we've done before, and that's the idea for what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be taking this soil and moving it right here. We've got all the tools at our disposal. The gorilla cart is gonna be coming in clutch today. We've got shovels, and that's the plan. We're gonna get all the soil in here, we're gonna roll it, we're gonna compact it the best we can, we're gonna level it out the best we can, and get it ready for seed. And we're just gonna establish new seed right there on top of the existing grass, and we're gonna overseed the rest of the yard. I'm really excited for this. This is pretty much the culmination of all the work we've been doing to this point. Let's get started.
You like press record and my eye started like burning. I got something in there. Okay, I think we're good. I'll act like nothing happened.
All right, there we go. I think we're about as level as we're gonna get here. And all thanks to the leveling rake from R&R. And this guy rented a roller from the Home Depot, and it's a Brinley roller. So shout out to all my friends at Brinley. They're the parent company of the Spyker Spreader that you're gonna see used when we put the seed down. And that's our next step. So we do still have some soil left over. You can see the kids are taking advantage of that. We're gonna use that leftover soil here and there and just kind of finish that out before it gets too dark here. And then from there, we'll go ahead and come back tomorrow and we'll prep for seed. We'll get the seed down and we'll be off and running here. So all that being said, we'll see you tomorrow. A wild Gavin in his natural habitat, searching for the low spots in the yard. He will find them.
Right here.
And he will fill them.
Little sparse.
Tomorrow.
All right, we're back at it. This is day 2, and we worked last night until we couldn't see anymore. We were literally having to hold up a phone light to make sure that we were in the right area. But back today, everything looks great. Everything looks nice and level. We did add a little bit more topsoil to this back corner over here, and we are pretty much ready to get this seed down. Pretty much everywhere you see the topsoil, we're gonna go a little bit heavier on the seed, and then the rest of it is just gonna get a basic overseed. And then again, anywhere you see soil, we're gonna cover in peat moss, and then the existing grass is gonna provide coverage and shade to the seed there. So as far as the seed that we're using, we're gonna be using the same seed that is what my lawn is. This is Nature Seed, and it's their Blue Ribbon blend. And it's an 80% bluegrass, 20% ryegrass mix, and it's beautiful, beautiful grass. I love it. It's tough, and it's really, really nice as far as color goes. And you guys who have been watching my channel, you've seen my lawn. You know it's good. So that's what we're overseeding with, and it's gonna really, really make this look great. So that's going down. By way of starter fertilizer, we're gonna start out our first round here with the Yard Mastery starter fertilizer. I found a leftover bag while I was cleaning out my garage, while I was moving stuff out to the shed. And there's just enough here for this, so we'll put that down today. And then I've also brought over a bag of the Anderson starter fertilizer. So we'll have both of those to work with. And then we've got the granular humic acid that I like to use as well. That's going out too. And on top of all of that is gonna go the peat moss. And forgot to mention, I'm also putting down the Tenacity as well to help prevent weeds from coming through best we can. So pretty much throwing the kitchen sink at this today. We're gonna get this all down and get as much of a growing as we can before the temperatures come down, which here in Utah, you just never know. So the plan is long term, get what we can, and then we'll come back in the spring and fill out the rest. Alright, so there we go, we're all set. It's actually a couple days after the fact. He's already started watering. He's watering every 3 or 4 hours or so, just for a few minutes. The idea is just to keep things damp. We don't want to flood it, we don't want to overwater it and wash out the seed. We just want to keep it damp. And the peat moss is going to do all of the work of making sure everything's staying where it needs to be in these areas where we brought in the topsoil. And before we put the peat moss down, I did go over the seed with a roller and really pack it in the best I could. So he's got a really nice shot here. It's just his responsibility now going forward to keep things damp. And he's getting some help too. We've had some rain over the last couple of days, and we have some more rain in the forecast as well, and that will be really great for this. I'm excited to see how it turns out. Special thank you to the folks over at Nature Seed. They did provide the seed for this project, and like I said, it's the same seed that I've used on my yard. I'm really happy with it. I love it and highly recommend it if you're looking for a great bluegrass and rye mix. And I will leave a link to that as well as everything else used in this project down in the description below to the best of my ability. Make sure I've got everything in there for you. And if you have any questions about this project and what we've done and things going forward, please let me know down in the comments. And make sure you're subscribed and have the notifications turned on so that you can see how things turn out before we get into winter. It's going to be winter before we know it, and we'll see how good of a growing we get before things get too cold. And I'm sure I'll be back here in the spring to get some more seed down and kind of button this up. That's going to go ahead and wrap it up for this one. Thank you so much for watching and following along. I appreciate it so much, and I'll see you next time.